end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a gain of 15, first down Seahawks.
First play of the drive, excellent run, just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
14.
Now a give right side. It's Carson, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Zero.
Throwing on 2nd down. Wilson, that's complete into the hands of Carson. Give him 7 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
One left.
Throwing is Wilson. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissly. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 41-yard line. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Waiting. 55. Hey, eat. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball. Spot that. Hey, easy. Check. Check 25.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Watch the screen. Look. Check. Check. Front left.
Now it's Wilson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
25.
Wilson. And it's caught. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. 40-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Excellent start there. First drive of the season, big-time success, putting it in the end zone.
And remember, that was done without any real map of how to do it. In other words, the deeper you get into the season, you got game film to work off of, tendencies to work off of. The first drive of the season, things can be entirely different than what you've seen in the past. It's a really good job of execution by them.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Even. Safety crease. Let's go.
Now a give, right side. Carney. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Jameis to throw it. And this is caught by Evans. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back.
Check 43. Even. Check.
They'll try the left side. Carney. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, how about the big guy there showing some agility? He just flowed from his D-tackle position in order to make that play.
Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready. Black 22. Squeeze, double. Easy.
On 2nd down now. Carney had a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal. They'll run with Barber. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Taking it in from 4 yards out as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Carson, and he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check 55, Mike. Push him back. Push him back. Check. Alert.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Wilson. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Check 4. Check the backer. Hey, alert.
Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. Escaping the pressure right. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
Hey, 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Easy.
Following the interception, Winston flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29.
Wait.
Winston. He completes it to Evans. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
At their own 15-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And last time, one play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0-0-0.
Wilson now. Going to throw again. He's got a man open. It's Cameron Meredith. The 40. The 30. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 66 yards. A real field flipper there, as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They run it with Carson. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Left. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. Gotta go, in and out. Let's go.
On 2nd down, Raymond. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Rush in. 12. Watch the slap. Go. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. Hey, watch the lane. My 52.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Check 55, Mike. You got to get the ball. Get the ball. Hey, 0-0-0. Go down. Check 55 to Mike. I don't even know why.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it, but how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open, left him nowhere to go with the football, had to absorb the sack.
Myers' kick is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They go back to the ground, this time Barber. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready. Black 22, back. Check 52 to mine. You run. Check. Wait. Let me go.
On 1st down, Carney. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. He finds his target. It's Evans. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A 15-yard touchdown grab as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
And we remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll hand things off to the coach, Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have a look back at a very intriguing opening weekend in the NFL.
Good, guys. 4 down. It's just me. Zebra. It's just me and you. Kill. One left. Kill.
On 2nd down now, Raymond. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
On 3rd down, Raymond. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Raymond. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Check nickel.
They run the counter. Raymond. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete. Cameron Meredith, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Check 3. Alert.
Here's Wilson on 3rd down. Wide open receiver complete. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 31-yard line. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Wilson now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
Check. Okay. 12. Stay with your man. Check. Alert.
Out of the gun, this is Howard. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Here we go, Steve. Here I come. Watch the edge. 36 power. 12. Yeah, let's get sack lunch. 59's Mike. Check. 59.
Wilson.
Here we go.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Watch the shit. 5 on the 50.
Now a give right side. Carney. And the defense obviously expecting run as well as they're going to shut that one down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. So we reach halftime here at our first Monday Nighter of the season. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Ready? Black 25, behind.
Bandit. Bandit.
Easy, 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 easy. Hey,
That's me. 57's Mike. Mike 57.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. Looking for Perriman there. He's got him. 27 yards there, a first down.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That's good for a Buccaneer first, to pick up of 12 yards.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hatchet. Hatchet.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ready. Blue ready.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way.
Hey, 5 on the 50. Let me go.
Barber on 1st and 10. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. The corner, Perry Nickerson, had the tackle. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
On 2nd down, Carney. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Come on now. Mike's 59. Flip, 59.
Working out of the gun, Winston. He rifles one that's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Boy, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT. So they need to determine if that knee was down before the ball was coughed up.
And they also wanted to make sure that the ball was possessed as they were going through it, that the ball wasn't working its way free before the knee hit the ground.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll try and run for it. This is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Winston now. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Credit the sack to Shaquem Griffin. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Winston. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
This is taken at the 18. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold up.
But he trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Well, throw on 1st down with Wilson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wilson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All right, Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Winston. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and 4. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now a give, right side. Carney, and some room to run now. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. A little costly there. You wipe out the 1st down. You also move further back.
No doubt about it. So you went from moving the sticks to them staying in the same spot, except for that one guy carrying the yard marker. He moves back farther.
Johnny, attack 25 behind. 52 to mine. Green, triple T.
Now a give, right side. Carney. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Ready? Blue 80. Hey, follow. Watch the pass. 52. Watch 52. 52's the mic. I can't believe it. Easy. I can't believe they even let you play.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Easy. Check 31. Where we go?
3rd and long for Winston. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting them in jeopardy right now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Raymond. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now it's Carson. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Back now in Tampa. It's the Seahawks with possession of the football, but they do trail here to begin quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 41. Now Howard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards and a Seattle first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Touch 50.
On 2nd down now, Raymond. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And Myers able to knock it through. And that will tighten this one up a bit. Now a one-score game at 20-13. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get it the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet.
Ready? White 25. 52. White. I got it. Sonny.
52 is the mic right here over there.
Go. I'm coming. Let's go.
From the 27, Winston. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone plunk it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the fourth. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
He's coming. We got double up. Hey, stop. Let him go.
They'll run on first down. Carney. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4.
Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carney. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Winston gives to Barber. Shoves him aside. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Ready. Flag. 52. 52. Here I come.
On 2nd down, Carney, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy.
He's crashing. He's checking crash. Checking hot read.
Hey, wait, 3.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go. Follow. Crunch.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
I smell fear in that. Easy. I smell fear in that.
From the gun, Winston. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Evans. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28. Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On first down, Carney. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. 22 yards. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter.
Hey, that score deserves our respect, deserves our excitement. But I'm looking at the clock, and I'm thinking, there's a long way to go in this one.
Ideally, they would have liked to milk a little bit more time off. Now, on the other sideline, you start to get the crew together and say, this is what we practiced a 2-minute drill for, right?
Yeah, you hope you've been in that situation before, and if you haven't, you just have the confidence, hey, let's go down there and get this thing done. But, boy, that's a big score right there to give them the advantage.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Raymond. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
Watch out.
Guys, listen. Too quick. Slow down. Motion.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Hey, 0-0.
Now a give, right side. Raymond. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down. Now the Seahawks forced to use their third and final timeout as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
Check 52. Hey, look. 14. You mine. One left. 55. It's our time.
Here's Wilson. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And just how they envision the start of the season, kneeling it down, defense can't stop the clock. This one's a winner.
You know, it's really strange. I think a lot of people think that the kneel-down practice stuff really only happens like one time a week. The best teams I know, they practice it starting back in OTAs. They want them to visualize winning a game and how great that feels, and they got it done in this one.
Yep, a knee gets them to 1-0.
That's the way.
So fire the cannons. It's a victory here for Tampa Bay. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason, but now I'm listening to you. So for the Bucs, it was a hard-fought game, and they'll exit 1-0 as they win by a touchdown. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle,